yeah. Okay. Hey. Welcome to Chilling with Purpose, the broadcast that rescues the heart and the mind. We are so glad you all are here with us as you come in tonight and as you view this historically. I'm still believing that we will get as many live as we get historically. We usually have 200 or 300 that view it later. I would love for us to have 200 or 300 that's live. Nonetheless, we still gonna do what we do. Welcome everyone. Sandra, Magdalene, how y'all doing?
Great.
Wonderful.
Good. I think I like that blush you got on, Sandra. Is it pink or peach? Or
on my lip, pink.
No, your blouse.
Oh, pink.
That's pretty. I love the pheasant.
With a bow in front. Let me pull it down so I can do fashion.
Okay, all right, Jen. All right, fashionista.
Okay. It looks white to me. How did you get pink? You got some good eyes.
Yeah.
I didn't see
it. Thank you. And how you doing, Magdalene?
Wonderful. I had my annual breast exam today. You know, everything was
okay. We are glad your breasts are doing good. Hallelujah. We won't be cutting them off. There are no, hey, listen.
It's a blessing.
They won't get cut off. We don't have to watch them again for another year or two, or how many, whatever they told you to come back to. So congratulations.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, we are excited. She has been with Chilling with Purpose for a minute. She watches us and she has really been engaging during this series of honoring our veterans because she's a veteran, y'all. And we are so excited to have Marcella Kendrick with us, U.S. Army. Let me tell y'all, the Army is rocking strong.
Go Army.
How are you this evening?
I'm good. I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for saying yes. We are so glad you're here with us. And you know something that came to mind, and this is not the first time I've thought about it. Do you remember probably a year ago, I think you were recovering from something, and I said, you know what? A refuge in the city could come to your house and have church.
Oh, yes.
I just want you to know I've forgotten it. So that means I got to make a trip to Colorado Springs and have some church at your house, right? Because I put my word out there and you said yes. And I have to
I remember that. That's you brought it up. I remember that. Well, you all are. Oh no, he said go Navy.
We love the Navy.
We love the Navy, Jason, but there are Army people here.
But you all are more than welcome. You can come.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do when I can make it there, I'm gonna ask the pastor of a refuge in the city if they will surrender their service and we hang out at your house for service.
Okay.
All right. I ain't gonna forget it.
Okay. All I want to know is if they're gonna be food.
Exactly, Maggie.
Food. And if it's gonna be food. And if it's one of the entrees gonna be chicken.
But you know what? We can flip this thing and make it Sunday service buffet. Or we could do a Saturday church service buffet.
All right, 7 day.
And she has a big backyard.
Oh, we need to do this like springtime then?
Yep. We can get a tent. I don't like the
huge backyard.
Nice. Yeah, I'm not toting my tent from Pennsylvania, but yeah, I need to write that down because I have a list of things that I've said, and I didn't see yours on my list I'm pointing to right here. But the Lord, by way of Holy Spirit, brought that back. You didn't go to Marcella. You know what show didn't, but a show will. A show will. So it's going down. You best believe that. Look, I'm writing it down. Marcella.
Oh my goodness.
Church in Colorado Springs. Springtime and family meal. Ooh, we could do a barbecue. You got a grill?
Of course.
I could be on the grill. Is it gas or charcoal?
Oh, it's the real deal. Charcoal. That's the only way we grill.
Yes. Yes.
And my son is very good at it too.
Okay, well, hey, we can put him on the grill. I was gonna sign up for grill duty.
I mean, we take volunteers, but he's very good at it.
Oh. Okay. We're gonna plan this. See, it's on the board now. That means I got to work on it.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Well, we are so glad to have you, and we want to give you this space to tell us about your experience in the Army. And as you are unfolding your story, we are going to have questions, and the audience will have questions, and we can just go from there.
Okay, well, I've been watching this all for the last 6 weeks, and now I get up here and I'm like, don't have anything to say. So I guess I'll start off like everyone else. I was a specialist, specialist promotable, Marcella Kendrick. I joined in June of 1999. I served 9.5 years. I got out in July of 2008. I served one tour in Korea, and I have 4 deployments under my belt. So 1 in Kuwait and 3 in Iraq. I was there when 9/11 kicked off, and I was there when they threw "Thou who shall not be named" into the sea of forgetfulness, never to be mentioned again. But if anybody doesn't know, that's Osama bin Laden. I was there when they threw him and helped them close it out. So
wow.
Deployments were really hard. I didn't have children when I first entered into the military. I had all my children when I was in the military. So I left my first child when he was 6 months old.
Oh.
The rules back then were very different. I mean, it can't be too much different from Miss Maggie or Miss Asher from last week. But yeah, it is what it is. I had to do what I had to do. Mm-hmm. So I was in Korea for a year. Then I PCS to Fort Bragg in 2001. And as you can imagine, I had fun there for the first 6 months, but then 9/11 happened, and then my world just went left after that.
Wow. Can I interject right there? Mm-hmm. Will you talk, if possible, will you tell us something about 9/11? Because that was an event that definitely rocked the United States of America.
Yes. I remember, I will never forget the day I was on duty, Fort Bragg. We were on lunch, and I was at the Shopette, and I went to the Shopette, which is a little store on post. Mm-hmm. Went to get some snacks, and it was just all over the TV, like everywhere. We couldn't believe it. And for the rest of the day, we just sat at work in shock, like we couldn't believe it. But immediately after that, everything went to DEFCON. I can't even remember anymore the number, but everything was on lockdown. Every gate, wow. every battalion, everything was everything. And we started 24/7 guard, 7 days a week. 12 days, 12-hour days, 12 on, 12 off. In the beginning, there were no days off. As the threat level came down, we started to slowly get our freedoms back. As a matter of fact, my first deployment was when Iraq kicked off, was in 2003. But back to, 9/11, that was a crazy time. It was crazy.
So did you, I don't know, like, did you guys serve as maybe like a military police in, like, I know that there were some parts where people were standing guard or whatever in case some of the things happen. There are certain that go ahead.
So no, we just had to guard our own. So like, okay, so I was in second CMMC, first COSCOM. So we had to guard our battalion headquarters. We had to guard, I can't remember what the other building was, but we had to stand guard on that. Anything that had sensitive intel or sensitive documents or paperwork, we had to stand guard. We didn't have to stand guard at the gate. That was the MP's job. But inside our own company, inside our own battalion, we had to stand guard at inside our own brigade. We had to stand guard at those posts.
Okay. Wow. And how long were the shifts of standing guard during that time?
12 hours. 12 hours, the shifts. So you could either get the night shift or the day shift, but we could not go off post. You couldn't, there was no there was no going to the movies anymore. There was no going out to eat anymore. Everything, it was just restricted to your side of the post. So we just had a shopette on our side of the post. So we couldn't go nowhere. We could not leave until the DEFCON or the threat had loosened, or had lightened or went down.
And how long before that happened?
I say for a good 3 months. A good 3 months. Because nobody knew if there was going to be another attack, if we were going to be hit again. So for a good 3 months, we had to do that for a while. I mean, like it wasn't as bad. Like it just the levels went down. So maybe we weren't 24-hour duty, but it went down to like 6, and then down until probably like I'll say about 6 months later, then we were back to normal duty.
Okay. Wow. That is something. Go ahead, Sandra.
What was the atmosphere like in the barracks with, thinking about family and your children, and were you all allowed to make calls to them? And then what was the atmosphere like?
We were allowed to make calls. Everybody got the same information. Everybody knew that what happened with 9/11. So yes, we were allowed to call our families, make sure that they were okay, how they were doing. But back then, that's when cell phones, I think they just started to come out. So we had our own regular phones, so they couldn't really stop us from calling home to check up on our family. The barracks environment was just, we were just family, trying to comfort each other, trying to figure out what was going on, amongst us, how we were feeling amongst us. So we just supported each other a lot, but we could call our families. We could definitely call our families.
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
So let's see. After 9/11, everything kind of went back to normal, but then war was declared. And then we went to a war in 2003. So my first deployment was Kuwait, which was pretty easy. It wasn't that bad. We even, you know, at the beginning, everybody's so rah for the United States that everybody wants to come and do a concert for the troops, you know. But they didn't go in Iraq though. They came to Kuwait. Nobody came to Iraq, but they stayed in Kuwait where it's safe. But you know, at least they did it. And, you know, trying to bring up the morale for the soldiers. So it was pretty cool. I did 12 months on my first deployment, which wasn't that bad. It was just leaving my son, who was pretty much a newborn. Like I heard someone say before, Army's deployments are the longest, I think. They can go anywhere from 12 to 18 months. So on our orders, it'll say we'll be here from June 2005 until what's 18 months? I'll say December or November or December 2006. So the great part is you could come back earlier, but you ain't going home no earlier than them 12 months. But you could come back earlier than that. But most deployments I have been on, it was only 1 year. It was just 1 year. You can go home on leave for 2 weeks.
That was going to be my question. Like, do you guys even still get time off when you're deployed? So, okay.
Yes.
That's
yes.
Cool.
Yes.
And do they pay for you to fly back home, or is that on your?
No.
Wow.
I mean, kind of, sort of, but not really. If you're good with your finances, I guess. But no, you have to. I mean, because you get extra money while you're over there, so you can save up the money. But no, your tickets, you have to pay for your tickets both ways.
Okay.
See, I think they should make you all fly for free. I think the airlines should give soldiers, when they deploy, free flights. Yeah.
I think it's so nice. They gave us a free flight on the way there. And when you're coming back.
When you come back, you find your way. Make a way. Let the Lord make a way for you. Make a way out of no way.
Wow.
We thought you were gonna die. We didn't make provision for return.
It was not that great. But I would love that. Even now, they don't give us. They say if you can catch a flight on Space A, and Space A, sometimes you can catch it and sometimes you can't. You know, go into somewhere. That's the only way we can fly free now is if you catch a flight on Space A, which means you got to squeeze in with other soldiers that's going somewhere.
No, they need to give you all free flights or at least a 50% discount.
Yeah,
you get free bag. Ain't it a free bag?
We need to make a petition to this.
Yes, let's do that.
Because if you are a soldier that actually went to war, you should not have to pay to fly.
Yep, I agree.
The whole thing should be free. And I honestly think it should be, if you served, you should just get free flight benefits and free bags. Because once again, I didn't sign up to die for my country.
Yeah.
Well, technically.
Well, anybody that, even if you never were deployed or you had to fight for anything, even if you sat in the office, you still said when you were signing up, you were committed to dying for the country if you needed to, or going to war, hitting the front line. I didn't do it. I thought about it, but thinking about it don't make it happen. So
Right. And the war came out of nowhere. I don't think any of us knew that 9/11, I mean, it was a surprise attack, but I never thought I'd be at war. I mean, when I joined the Army, I raised my hand, took the oath, this don't be a breeze. No.
Ah, yeah, no
I
thanks.
just knew I wanted to do my 20 or 22 and get out. But after back to back, I mean, literally, like when I PCS to I had just came back in 2006 from a deployment, only to reenlist and leave in 2007, and got orders to leave again by May of 2007. Like every single one of my deployments were back to back to back with no breathing room. None.
Wow. That's
No.
something.
Did you have like a husband and children during that time?
I did not have a husband. I just kept making babies.
So you had to leave your babies to go.
Yes. I left my first one in 2003. He was 6 months, and then I had my daughter Ariana in 2004. And them two were the only two that I had in the military. And then I had my third child in 2009, and I left her to do a civilian contract in Iraq.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I didn't go, because it was like I had to leave my child, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm cool.
Well, so, see, the only difference between I know you didn't want to, but I had no other. I couldn't think of another alternative. Like, just like it was hard to get out when I got chaptered out. Where was I going to work? How was I going to take care of these kids?
Yep.
This is the only way possible that I could fathom free medical care, free. They pay us for, free pay, not free pay, but we get paid on a regular basis. How. What was I going to do? And the longer the kids kept piling up, so I was just like,
so how was your mental regarding the children while you were over there?
I loved them, I missed them, but I couldn't do my country no justice in keeping my mind totally on them. So I called them, I talked to them. Left it there and went and did my job, because otherwise I would have crashed out. Like, I'll tell you a story. It was my second deployment, and I had to leave my son for the second time. I called my mom at like 3:00 in the morning, and I threw the biggest temper tantrum ever. Like, I was screaming, I was crying. I don't want to leave my baby. I don't want to leave my baby. But I had to do what I had to do. So after I got that out, I just focused on the mission and coming home back to my babies. That's what's all I could do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good. Because that's like both sacrifice for the country and also sacrifice for your kids, And if you think about it, I mean, yes, sometimes there are moms or single moms or dad who don't sacrifice out of the country. But there are moms right now who work long shift so that they can give their kids what they need, So I'm proud of you to think of it in that way, that, hey, I want a better life for my children, so I will sacrifice, even though sometimes the kids don't understand, but you sacrifice for their betterment, to give them a better life. And I could testify that I have seen you do that, and do it beautifully. That's what I would say.
Thank you.
Do it beautifully. So, because I've seen Marcella when she would I babysit her last daughter, and how she would bring her daughter on mornings and bundle her up, and in the car, take her out the car in her uniform, and then get ready to go to work. And listen, don't miss a beat with that baby. That baby had everything that you can think about. So I could testify that you sacrifice for those babies. So
yes, and that the good part about it is that my oldest two, they don't remember. My son will tell you right now, he doesn't remember. He just remembers that he had to go to grandma's. He doesn't remember me leaving all the time. He just remembers me going to grandma's. Like there's no grudges being held. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
So, I'm thankful for that, because there are some kids that had to deal with it when they got older, and you're whenever there, you know, maybe that's why God had me chapter out, because I planned on doing the full 22. Right. So maybe he didn't think I could handle that, because it was already hard. But it's not that we don't care. It's just we're so zoned into what we have to do, and you know.
Yep. And everybody's story is different. Like you have to keep going because you were looking at a longer distance picture. Like, hey, we need insurance. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna sign up for this and that. Magdalene's story is different from y'all, but y'all had to do what you had to do. Anybody that would judge or cast shade on either way the decision went, they need to just get somewhere and sit down.
So were you saved when you were in the war? Did you get saved after, or how was your Christian walk?
No, I've always been a child of God. I've always been with God.
When you were over there, how was the Holy Spirit working in your life to keep you even keel, so you don't? Because, you know, I know when you're over there, a lot of people would be thinking about death. Like death would be present a lot because you're at war. So how did Holy Spirit work to keep you sane and keep you in faith?
I would have to say that I love gospel music. So when I was little, I would even listen to my grandmother and my.
Who froze?
Yeah.
I know.
Chilling with Purpose, yeah.
If you can hear us, Marcella, you're frozen.
Yeah. Let me text her. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I have officially met a soldier that was part of 9/11.
Yep.
That is truly a wow moment. Oh, yeah, I think she's gonna come back in.
Yeah.
She just dropped. Well, y'all, Marcella's system is acting up, but she'll be back with us shortly. So, Maggie, what did you do in the military?
I was a draftsman. I was an engineer. So all I did was draw for a living.
Nice. Did you do things for the military, like engineering items for the military?
Yeah, I was I worked for the S3, which is a part of the leadership branch.
Okay. Right on. Welcome back. Okay, now say what you were going to say before you close.
I'm sorry, the wind over here has been really bad today. Wow. So I think the Wi-Fi is kind of acting up. So I am so sorry.
Okay.
It's been bad all day here.
You're good.
So you said, how did Holy Spirit keep my mind while I was deployed? One thing I do know is that the prayers of the righteous availeth much. So my mom and my grandmother kept me heavily covered in their prayers. I was scared. Even though I listened to the music, I'm not going to sit up here and sugarcoat anything for you. I was scared over there. I was scared. So only thing I could do is pray before I went on missions and pray when I went to sleep at night, because at night was pretty much the worst time. You know, that's when the enemy like to sneak in. That's what they do. Just like the Bible, that's what they doing over there. They sneaking in at night. They throwing bombs at us. You know, they shooting us from way far away where we can't see them, and sneaking up and attacking us. So all I did was listen. I put on my headphones and just zoned out and listen to music, listen to God, listen to gospel music. That's all I could do. That's it. So if that answers your question. I didn't go to church while I was over there. I didn't trust it. So, but my last deployment though, I did, I got comfortable with some civilian friends, and I did start going to, I was in Balad. In Balad, I was a little bit more safer because we had a CRAM. So whenever a CRAM is, whenever a mortar or a bomb came on post, it would shoot it out of the sky. So I felt a little bit more safer over there. And if you heard that you could hear that thing at any time of the day. So I felt a little bit more safer there. And I did start going to church on my last deployment there. I even joined the praise team. As a matter of fact, that's how comfortable I got. the dance team, praise dance team. Not no singing. I ain't singing on you.
I was about to say, let's harmonize.
I ain't singing. But yeah, so that's what kept me going. So my grandmother even gave me every mission. I still have the scarf. My first serious mission, she gave me a scarf, and the night I was blown up. I lost that scarf that night. So when I came back home on my to go on my third deployment, she gave me another one, and I would wear it every day. So it was like my covering. It helped me.
Okay,
Nice.
you said blown.
Yep.
Right. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let her finish that sentence. Hello.
Okay, September 2005. We was on our first. We had this over ambitious captain. Our mission was supposed to be simple, but we end up being on a gun truck mission. We're 92 Alphas. We just count stuff and issue it out. But he was over ambitious. He made us a gun truck unit, and we had to what's the word? Guard, take people out on missions and be their guard. I've lost my words. So we were on the gun truck mission. I think it was our very first one, September 2005. It was me and two other people. So I was the gunner. There was a driver, and then there's the TC. We're driving. It was a pretty smooth night. I had taken a break because we're wearing night vision goggles. I had taken a break and to sit down to refocus my eyes, and then boom, it happened just that fast.
Oh,
I'm grateful, because if I had been sitting in that gunner seat, I would have got thrown from that truck, and who knows what would have happened to me. All I remember after that is there was a oncoming Marine convoy. They stopped and they took me out of the truck. They took the driver, took her out of the truck and moved us to safety. But our TC did not survive. It was a landmine, so it like when we looked at it, because we were left there overnight. When we looked at the truck the next morning, all 4 tires were flat.
Wow.
So it kind of like blew us up and back down. But yeah. Yeah, he did not.
Said you made it home.
yeah.
Yeah.
All these blowing up trucks and all of that. I'm like, I might need to see a psychiatrist after this. I'm like, the truck blew up, and I'm like, okay, God, I'm good.
Yeah.
Wow. So will you talk to us a little bit about the Osama bin Laden unfoldings events?
Well, I was a civilian then, so but supporting the military. Only thing I remember is they told us that they would, we was only watching it from TV by then. So I just remember the headline flashing that they caught him, and it was during our great Obama regime. So, and they caught him. And they did show us.
on.
And we got to see him get thrown into the sea. So it was pretty cool. After that,
pretty cool.
After that, the war, if you remember, the war was over. They was reducing the troops down anyway. So I think the last set of troops left out of Afghanistan, I don't know, but that was the end of it. By then they had already switched from Iraqi freedom to Operation New Dawn. So
okay. That made me come up with a question when you just said that. So considering where we are today, if you had a voice at the table, what would you do regarding our soldiers in every branch? What would that look like?
What would I do?
Yeah. Like, how would you counsel the powers that be if you had a voice at the table? Like, what would be your thought? You know how, like, sometimes y'all be watching them games and like, man, you should have done this and this and this. What would be some counsel that you would give?
Oh, that's a tough question because I grew up when it was hard. I think they soft now. So
well, hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. No.
I don't know. That's a tough question. I don't know. I think so yeah.
But I agree with you. So you know, hey.
Okay.
I would want to go back to when I was in the military, to the rules, keep it back to where it was back in the day. And I don't think it's some stuff on here that I could say that anybody would agree with, that I don't agree with, that's going on in the military. So I'm just going, I don't want y'all to, I don't know. I'm different. I'm a little different. They a little different now.
Okay. Look, we ain't you for saying that. Weird. Look, matter of fact, check this out. I got something for you. It's one of my favorite things to do. There you go. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep going. This is wow.
I don't know what else to say. Let's see.
Okay, well, while you're thinking, if you had it to do all over again, would you?
I absolutely would. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I actually tried to go back into the military, but they wouldn't let me back in because my chapter, unless I was married for is that the word for bed me? I could not go back in. So I got out on the family care plan chapter, which means that the family care plan that I had put in place did not work. So I had to get out, and they tell you that you can come back in. You have 10 years that you have to come back in, so you can fulfill the rest of your time. And I had already done 9. So after I had my third child, I was sick of life the way it was going. It was hard. And I went to that recruiter's office and asked to come back in. They looked at me and said, well, are you married? I said, I am not marrying this joker. So no, I could not get back into the military.
So you can't.
So I had to come up with plan B.
All right. What does that mean to chapter out?
Let me see how I can explain it. If you get into trouble in the military and you can't fulfill your obligation, they chapter you out. So you can get I got discharged. So you can get a dishonorable, or honorable, or other than honorable. Okay. So the chapters, there are different chapters. Like mine was family care plan chapter. I know there's some people that don't follow the rules, so it's one for that. There's one for there's a chapter for everything. I think the book is probably as big as the World Wide Web. Like it's huge. Wow. 4 chapters. So my family care plan was the chapter, family care plan chapter. My family care plan fell through, and my brother told me. I have a friend that was in the military, him and his wife. He told me as soon as I re-enlisted, he asked me where I was going, and I said, I'm going to Fort Stewart. He said, sis, you should have called me, because they do not play about family care plans. He said, I don't care how many months on that deployment you did or done, they will kick you out. That was the fastest
Wow.
ETS chapter process I've ever. I was out. They had me out in 7 days, because a chapter can go. It can go from 7 days to 30 days. It just depends on how it goes through the paperwork goes through the command.
Mhm.
And I asked the man on Rear D, the sergeant first class on Rear D, if I could stay. I begged him. I said, I only have 3 months left of this deployment. I've done everything. Please, can I stay? Can I stay? That man looked me right in the face and told me no. And he pushed it through fast too, because my unit was on their way back. And if they sat on it a little bit, when my unit got their papers back, I could have stayed in, and the family care plan chapter would have been null and void. He processed me out so fast. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
Wow. So what's the deal though on a family care plan? Do they not like soldiers that have families, or?
So even married people have family care plans. I'm not for sure, but anybody that's single with children needs to have a family care plan, so that they have somebody to take care of their kids while they do, like we used to have CQ training. So like for 30 days, I went to NTC. So somebody had to watch my children while I did that. Usually married couples, I'm not for sure. I hope I'm saying this right, but they have to have a small one, but not really, because their wives or husbands are there to take care of their kids.
Okay.
So it's kind of automatic for them. But for me, I had to have somebody to watch my kid for everything. So if I go to on a deployment, somebody has to have my kids. I have to, have power of attorney, so that they could take my kids to the doctor. I had to send them direct deposits, stuff like that. Daycares, it's like basically handing over my life,
right,
for a period of time until. So it's like a short-term one, and then there's a long-term one.
Okay. And do you get to pick who take? Because I remember you saying your mom was watching them. Do you get to pick who takes care of your children, or do they assign?
No, we get to pick. We get to pick.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Awesome. So I got out on the family care chapter, and
Did the person who you spoke to, the who processed you out quickly, did he like you or not? When I say like you, I don't mean romantically. I mean, like, was he?
I don't. He didn't know me. That's another thing. They send you back and you're met. What's their Rear D? So I didn't know him at all.
He didn't know you.
And he didn't know me. So my unit is all back in, right. So he just made a decision, and I'm begging him, but all my unit is all the way on the other side of the world. So there was nobody to stand up for me. So that's pretty much what happened. I didn't know him, and he didn't know me. He's just Rear D. So didn't help.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
Do you think that you got what some people go out and get, do the 20 years and they get what they needed or whatever. So you said you did 9.5 years. Mm-hmm. So when they chapter you out, did you reap the benefit for that 9.5 years? Like financially, was there any kind of compensation? Did they give you what was due to you?
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, it didn't come without a fight.
Oh yeah.
It didn't come without a fight. But yes, I did. I got, how can I say it without saying so much?
That's okay. Just your smile alone said it all.
But yes, I had, when I first came out, it was very difficult through the VA to get what I think all soldiers deserve. So they have these percentages that you have to go by, and I don't think that's fair. That's one thing I wish that could change, is the percentages that they give. So when I first got out of the military, I think I started off at 0%. And that was just you able to go to the VA hospitals and see someone. Then you start putting in your claims and everything. And then based off of that, and they give you another percentage. I hate the play on words that the military does, the VA does with VA claims. I don't think that's fair. And all of the words and that you have to use to get it in there. I ended up getting me a lawyer so that, because it just took so long. You have to refile this paper and redo it on this paper, and then the Army changed this, so you have to put it, the VA changed this, so you have to put it on now this form. I ended up getting a lawyer. It was nerve-wracking. I gave up on VA like maybe 3 or 4 or 5 times before. I was like, this is ridiculous. My body is wrecking with pain. I can't explain it. And no.
Okay.
But yes, I did get what I deserved.
Yeah.
Finally.
Sometimes you got to push a little hard. Sometimes I feel like the military, when it comes to that, they kind of remind me of they remind me of the government. You got to sign about 200 sheets of paper just for one thing. You be like, yeah, because each paper have to explain the second paper, and the second paper have to explain the third, and then the third have to explain the first. And then so it's like a constant rotation. So I agree with you because I believe that anybody that leave the United States and they go to any war, that alone you should get 100% disability. Because to me, just getting on that plane and landing in that country, in foreign land, I deserve 100% because I have to, it's a war. I mean, come on, it's a war.
And that retired people, they get automatic 100%. I've known a few. I don't know. I know there's some that work up to it.
Right.
Yeah. I know a couple of them, like my brother, brother, straight 100% across the board. Someone else I know, straight 100% across the board. Did 22 years. My brother, he did 26 years, I want to say, straight 100% straight. And they tell them what to say. They tell them what to put on there. They tell them what to do.
That's good though, because they deserve it. I mean, you deserve it. You spend in another country in a war. Listen, it's not like if you just went to the other country. It's a war. That alone, you need 100, probably 150%, depending on what it looks like.
And the crazy thing is the budget for the VA is in the billions.
Yes.
It's not like it's like a struggling hospital. Their budget for fiscal year 2026 is $517.78 billion. Last year it was $326 billion. And they will not, you have to fight to get an MRI, you have to fight to get a thing. So I'm glad that you got all that you needed. Even though you have to fight for it, because a lot of times they want you to give up because you have to fight.
Yes,
I think that's a big.
There's a lot of people that have given up. They're like, I'm not fooling with the VA because it's all this stuff you have to do.
I was not giving up. I was getting
retarded.
Yes, exactly. They need to be fired. All of them need to be fired.
All of them.
Yeah,
we
because I feel
need people like us at the table.
Yes, put us there. Because I feel like you have a system that has been built for so many hundreds of years, and time has changed. So you need compassionate humans like us.
Yeah.
To sit in the seat and realize that, first of all, They did a war. You didn't do anything more than sit your butt on that. How dare you?
Exactly. And
Exactly.
some of them that's
Analyze
in the
a
office has
person.
never been in the military.
Exactly. So they need to fire all of them and get people with some compassion and some mercy and some, I don't know. It's like you guys, to me, it's like you all sit on a seat, but you all don't realize it's human life that you all are playing with. Like if it's a chess, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, how could you tell me? I'm telling you I have a pain and I didn't have the pain before, and you're going to tell me I don't have a pain while you sit there. But then when you get a pain, you want the doctor to say, yes, you have a pain. I don't understand that.
Or they label you pill seeker. Now, if they put that in your chart, then anytime you go to the doctor, they won't give you any medication.
I made that the first thing I told them. I don't want any pills. I have trauma from pills. I had people that in my family that took pills, and I don't want no pills. Don't give me no pills. That's what I told them first off.
Wow.
It was a struggle. My first doctor was horrible. She was so mean, so mean. I remember one time going there crying, and after I told her what was going on, crying because she did not care. She just, okay, whatever. I got rid of her real fast.
Yep, fire her.
I got rid of her real fast. Did not care.
Yep. Wow. Anyway,
I wonder if I should be running for an office or something.
I think we all should. Yeah.
I'm serious because I put a post yesterday. Not that they gonna see it, but I just use my little voice to even the judicial system.
Okay. I said I'm going to have to go check it out. What's the post?
Oh yeah, I said, "Dear United States judicial system,
okay,
stop sharing with us about government officials that are breaking the law if you're not going to enforce it, because what you are doing is demonstrating to us that it doesn't matter, and the longer you keep allowing it to happen, you are opening the door wider and wider to lawlessness."
Yep.
Thank you. Have a most pleasant day. And that's how I ended it. And now I'm feeling some kind of way again about the military. Because if I were sitting at the table, the first act of business with their money, really with our money, I'm going to get all the homeless veterans. There should never be a homeless veteran. Never. We're going to get all of them. And they're not going to be homeless anymore.
I agree.
And then we'll work our way down. Now let's get the next series of ones that have encountered some stuff in the military. We got to fix something. Y'all shouldn't even have to fight to get a house.
Exactly. I agree. It's just ridiculous. All its money is because for me, it's like this. I believe in helping other people when they need. You cannot help the veterans, but when there's a war in a different country, you can do paper money for billions of dollars. Yes. And please hear me. We need to help other people. But I'm just saying, how could you have the vets and them sleeping on the floor? They can't get their medicine. They're not taken care of because you have no money. But then you can do billions of dollars for silly things. But you can't take off your vet, and even the older people that are older who can't find a place to live. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, that makes no sense. I'm like, really? All right. I came off my little ladder. It just doesn't make any sense. And you have other countries where they take care of the older people, they take care of their vets. So I don't understand why we cannot do that. Take care of people. You could make money for everything else, but not take care of the elderly, not take care of the vets. I don't understand that. How do we sleep at night? That's what I want to know. And I know you're all not sleeping well. So crazy. I don't like things like that. Yeah. And they work. That's the thing too. They work. It's not like if they're not working. These are working people who have worked their whole life.
Yes.
And they are out on the street. Explain that to me. Your whole life you work. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you work sweeping the floor. It does not matter. You spent your whole life working, and now you cannot afford a house because the economy is high, and now you can't afford it. So you have to go and sleep on the street after working your whole life?
Yeah.
No, I don't understand that at all. I don't. I never understand that. Yeah, I'm done. I came off my ladder right now. Or the steps or whatever. So, but anyway.
Marcella, this has been fabulous. Fabulous. Before we go, what branch did your brother serve in?
He was Army as well.
Okay. That's my question. What made you choose the Army over all the others?
In high school, I was in junior ROTC, and it was Army ROTC. So
okay,
I loved it. I thought it was going to be fun because we used to go to drill meets and drill competitions, and we used to go to Fort Knox and hang out there for 2 weeks during that, doing like a basic training for like 2 weeks, and then so that's what led me there.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you, Marcella, so much for sharing a part of your life with us. We are so grateful. Yes. So grateful. And thank you for your service. Thank you for making it home. Thank you, God, for her. Wow.
Thank you for having me. This has been a great honor. Thank you. I've been looking forward to this. I finally made it, y'all. Made it on Chilling with Purpose.
You'll have to come back and co-host.
Yeah. Y'all let me know. I'll be there.
Okay. We will do it. Well, y'all know how this ends. We absolutely love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Bye.